Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fans all around the world, welcome back to another episode of Chaz and Friends. And you already know the vibes. Debates get settled, temps get checked, and the dumbasses get called out. This week we're talking about the 3Ls: loyalty, legacy, and the locker room. TNA's president says he'll personally help young stars go to WWE. But is that a smart business move or is it self-sabotage? Then we got the rumor heating up. John Cena's final match in Washington, D.C. at Saturday night's main event could be Gunther. Is that the right way for the greatest of all time to go out? And finally, we're going on over to AEW. The roster is packed wall to wall. It's time to split the rosters up, maybe. Buckle up, y'all. It's time to get into it. Holla at your boy!
The following program is a collection of idiots talking about happenings in the sports entertainment world. It is meant to be comedically informative. The opinions expressed on this show does not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their bosses, platform, or whatever network they are on. There may be some out-of-pocket things said on this show because this is how we talk to each other. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further. Your homies. The 3 Count Podcast. P.S. Please do not sue us.
It's your boy, your nephew, your cousin. It's the Don, Chaz Evans. You're checking out the hottest podcast in the world, the 3 Count Podcast.
Hit him with a 3 count. Pin him to the ground and the crowd go wild, man down, know what y'all like. Hit him with a 3 count. On the top row, crowd already know how I fly him to the flow like. Hit him with a 3 count. And your boy real chicken.
Yo. It's your boy. It's your cousin. It's the greatest podcast. And all. What?
I'm Batman.
Where did you get that?
You need to do the whole show like this.
I did it while I was going on tour in Gotham. That's where I found it.
He's
all
happy
right.
now.
Cool. So, yeah, I'm Chaz Evans, your host of this debate show that apparently has Batman. Apparently Gotham is not needing to be saved because, yeah, Batman was on the show for like a couple of seconds there. Yeah, get back to Gotham. Go do something important.
Where's the commissioner?
Wrong station. Anyway, I'm your host. I'm your cousin, your nephew. I'm the Don Chaz Evans, and you're checking out Chaz and Friends, the hottest debate show in all of pro wrestling. But it's not about me. It's about my friends. And ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, he's the man that runs this show. I'm just the figurehead. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the longest reigning defending. All right, the longest reigning defending. I said it again, the longest reigning and defending Supernova Wrestling Infinite Plus Network champion right there. That man, he's your one, the only, your friendly neighborhood, the Red Dog.
Yeah, it's the Air Force Veteran Intel Specialist, the one you call on when you need to get the job done. And your friendly neighborhood Red Dog.
And introducing next, he is the residential Fred Durst. Ladies and gentlemen, he's probably the only man that has logical takes on this show. Ladies and gentlemen, he can finally make a fist. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for him right there. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Twitch Grays.
I'm here. I can make a fist.
Let's go.
Pro game about to go back on A+.
First off, I can't even do that yet.
Well,
Well,
don't be fat.
Golly.
Shit.
Anyway, last but certainly not the least, ladies and gentlemen, because he knows how to be on time, unlike some other people on this podcast. As you can see, they're not here. So we bringing him back full time. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Lou the Franchise.
First and foremost, we are not friends. Don't call me your friend. By the way, how long did it take to make you that goo up to put in your fucking hair?
Yeah.
Also, for the person not here to defend themselves, say it with your chest, motherfucker.
Say what with your chest?
He's talking. Damien, he'll be here. I'm gonna let Damien know too. Watch.
What? I need you to get a haircut. My man got a full wig grown. Yeah, he
I'm not
sucked.
even there yet, dude.
While you're
My
at it,
man.
trim that rat nest on your chin up.
Oh my
First off, you fucking crackhead, fucking Fred Durst looking motherfucker. Eat
Look
dick.
here, Pillsbury Doughboy, shut your fat ass up.
We just we
Keep
are we really just started with all the f bombs right away? Like
rolling,
we could
rolling, rolling. Fuck you. Keep rolling, rolling. Fuck you.
Why don't you go to
we couldn't
the Chunky?
Why don't you
couldn't
go
even
fall
get
under
a
the ladder?
All right, that's already 6 we've used, so Damien only has 4 left for the rest of the show. Cool. All right. Welcome to the podcast where I promise it's not a roast battle. We roast each other on our takes on wrestling. We've had a lot of things go down this week, and even later tonight, TNA's got up their annual Bound for Glory show coming on tonight. So we want to make sure we get to all the debates right there, locked and loaded, so you can get back to watching wrestling. But if you haven't already done so, hit that follow button on all your favorite social media platforms, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, Threads, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. We're all on there. 3CountPod _. That's on the Bird app, or the X app, and then everything else is 3CountPod. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel so you never miss any of the awesome content that we put out. We don't just do a debate show. We also have Now Entering the Ring, which is our interview show. And Cliff, what's coming up on Now Entering, or what's recently on Now Entering that people need to check out? Like that
Yeah.
Mason.
You got Mason Martin that you guys go check
one
out.
right there.
I would definitely recommend go check out Matt Wild. It was a great interview. We had a lot of great fun with everything. And then go back and check out some of our past episodes while we're still developing and growing all the new episodes that are coming along. So they will be coming, I promise. But just give us some time because it is a lot of work, and I'm only one person.
Yeah, he said that.
Just me.
Moving on. Make sure you go buy some merch, foryourwear.com. Get all your 3Count podcast merch. We got new merch. We got old merch. We got special edition merch. Be right there on foryourwear.com. Go to, I think we're on the personalities. Yes, we're on the personalities. And scroll all the way down. You'll see that wonderful, beautiful 3Count logo. Click on that logo. Go buy yourself some 3Count merch. Go buy a Chaz and Friends shirt. Buy a Villains Lounge shirt that has Twitch's face right there on there. Go buy that shirt. Go buy Damien. Don't buy Damien's shirt, actually.
Don't.
I'm gonna say it with your chest.
Don't buy Damien's shirt. There you go. But you can definitely buy the Chaz and Friends shirt that has everybody's face on it. I would like if you bought that shirt. Just me personally. So anyway, foryourwear.com. I said it 5 times, so hopefully you got it, and hopefully you are making an order right now as you listen to us do temp check. Temp check.
Temp check.
Temp check.
Temp check.
Temp check.
Oh yeah, you need the layer.
It's okay. We can go.
Come on.
Temp check.
Temp check.
Temp check. That's not a thing. We're gonna do that. Temp check. Temp check. All right, temp check. Here are the rules for temp check. That's where me and my friends and Anthony, we give you our hottest and our coldest wrestlers going into this week. And for I can't even keep it straight. I was almost there. And for a bonus, you can do. We give you our match of the week. Whew, that was funny. Oh, good gracious! Use your cough button. No, well then you're going first. Twitch, start us off.
Lou, you can start us off.
Yeah.
My hottest of the week is not actually a wrestler. It is the fans at the Crown Jewel post show singing Edge's theme song and chanting "We Want Edge." My coldest. I don't really think I have one.
That's
I
another.
feel like everybody's been pretty fucking solid.
That's the second time in a row you've done that. Oh
I
man,
I know, dude.
you okay?
I have nothing to complain about.
Oh
Mm.
man,
Uh Match of the week, obviously AJ and John Cena. Like that shit was fire from bell to bell. The beautiful introduction that wrote for AJ. It is cool to see them acknowledge the Bullet Club like that. Uh,
Mhm.
that's what I got, man.
What you got, Lou?
You know, hottest wrestler of the week for me got to be Seth Rollins getting that W over Cody finally. Um, World's wrestler of the week, and I got to do it, and it's the Usos with how Roman walked out away from them. Match of the week, the same as Twitch, John Cena versus AJ at Crown Jewel. I really like that, getting all those finishers.
All the signature moves.
Finishers.
Chaz's shirt. So Chaz owns a shirt that says "1, 2, fuck your finisher,"
I do.
and that is definitely what happened at Crown Jewel with John Cena and AJ Styles. I'm here for it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying everybody's finisher was used. It was like, nah, bro, it's irrelevant at this point. But I will be fair, and what's funny though is that John Cena hasn't hit anybody with an F5 yet, and I hope to see that.
Wait for it. Gunther getting it.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
Brock will Roid Rage out.
Whatever. What's he gonna do?
All right, go ahead, Clip.
All right, let me get my hottest wrestler out of the way real quick. The Tribal Thief
All
is
right,
my
cool.
guy.
So that's where I was going with that as well.
Yeah, the Tribal Thief, definitely on point. Also, I'm gonna throw a 1B in there too. Shinsuke Nakamura, man, that return that he got, man, that pop he got when he came back, and like we got his old theme song back. It's not like the weird. I know, like I kind of
Only
dug the Shogun kind of look to it, but I just like the violin, man. It's lit, and I'm here for it all. So I'm glad we're getting that back. Coldest wrestler of the week, though, I'm gonna be giving, man. Jimmy Uso definitely is got to be on the list, bro. Like this man is just there as fodder at this point, and it sucks because we know how talented the Usos are, and I don't know. He just kind of seems like he's the lonely one out. Where like Jay's like he's got a kind of a direction that he's going in. Roman's got a direction that he's going in, and Jimmy's just kind of there. And I'm not okay with that.
I feel bad.
Yeah, it was crazy. Also, actually, before I jump into my match of the week, I do want to throw a big shout out and far as like a big, hottest wrestler of the week as well. Mickey James, bro. Like she's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame tonight. Like, what are we talking about? Like that's everybody knows that's my favorite female wrestler all time. So like I have to, put it out there. Match of the week. I think you guys have it said best, man. Like AJ and Cena was just a fun match. Didn't need any crazy story. We had the story going into it, about these two. They just want to have one more match against each other and just kind of let all hang loose, and that's what we got. And I'm here for it. So I dug it a lot. If I'm going to throw a 1B in there, let's throw Stephanie Vacker versus Tiffany Stratton. I thought the ending was kind of lackluster, but I thought the match overall was really good, and I liked it. So, I'll give it a C plus ESPN.
All right. I'm gonna start with my match of the week just so I get out the way. Match of the week is definitely AJ versus Cena.
Boo! Oh wait, no, that's right.
Literally, Triple H said it best. It was a love letter to professional wrestling. It really was. If to say a different match, to be, just to have a different match, a different opinion, I definitely enjoyed the Cody and Seth match. They had to. I like the matches that, where my regular shit doesn't work, so let me just start throwing bullshit at there and see what happens. Seth doing a coast to coast headbutt, like, what? I don't think I've ever seen that. And then super crossroads off the top rope. Like, I don't know if maybe he has done it before. I just don't remember seeing him do that. I know, but man, and then him kicking out. I mean, they had to do everything because of following the AJ and Cena match. But I definitely enjoyed that match. So to give a 1B, that's my match. My
The
1B for
super
match.
stomp.
The super stomp. Like
We
they
gotta
had
find a name for that though. It can't be called a super stomp. Like this, the Goomba stomp or something to
the
that effect.
Goomba. A-Town stomp.
Super Super Saiyan stomp.
I feel like
Super Saiyan stomp.
I feel like somebody would get mad if we call it the A-Town stomp.
Yeah, that's fair. My coldest wrestler. My coldest wrestler of the week is Roman Reigns.
Dang. Hey,
My
you know
pro-
what, Chaz? Listen, I love
That's a
you. I don't want to see you till Christmas.
yeah, that's fair. I understand, but he losing. You lose. You don't get to be hottest wrestler or escape coldest wrestler when you keep getting your tail beat and you keep losing. He lost. Not only did he lose, but he lost in Australia. He lost an Australian street fight, and then he looked like a little sad little puppy leaving his cousins in the ring, talking about, "I don't want to see you till Christmas." Roman ain't changed. It's always about Roman. And for 5 years, we didn't seen this man. Has Roman even apologized yet?
For what?
Yeah, right. For what?
All right, bet. That's all I needed. So, yeah, Roman Reigns, the coldest wrestler. My hottest wrestler on the flip side is Big Bad Bronson Reed. Okay,
I still want to know, what did he have to apologize for?
for being a piece of crap, for being terrible,
Whoa! What the fuck?
for treating Jimmy
What
wrong,
kind of
treating him bad. He should apologize. Anyway, but yeah, my hottest wrestler is Bronson Reed. Roman Reigns and Okada.
He is doing what he should be doing. For
Oh,
the 1,316 days, he was fucking the over. He carried the company. Now he's putting wrestlers over. So he's doing what he's supposed to.
yeah, whatever. He's still losing. Putting him over, a loss is a loss.
You're mad because your cousin's losing right now.
That's fine. He's losing. And then on the flip side, like I said, Big Bronson Reed, hottest wrestler. Look, Okada and Roman Reigns have pretty much beat the entire generation of wrestlers. All right, there's only one person that can claim that they have beaten Okada and Roman Reigns. That's Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed is now GOAT certified, ladies and gentlemen.
Goat certified.
GOAT certified, and that
That's
is
a very bold statement.
and when you beat Okada in Japan and you beat Roman Reigns in the E, that solidifies you.
That's a bold statement.
Hey man, that man Okada is a what? Bad man. Okay, and he pinned him. So yeah, Big Bronson Reed's my hottest wrestler.
Okay.
Sure.
Good one, Chaz.
Thank you very much. All right, let's get
She's
into
getting inducted right now.
Let's get to topic one. Is TNA helping young stars reach WWE? Is it smart for business or is it self-sabotage? So the TNA president, Carlos Silva, said this week on Jonathan Coachman's show on SiriusXM that he will personally help young talent make the jump to WWE, believing they'll come back someday even bigger, right? So sounds good, right? But is that a smart business or TNA setting itself up to be WWE's feeder system? Start this one off, Cliff. Then we'll go Lou, then Twitch.
I feel like at one time there was a conversation piece where another wrestler was working for a company and was like, "Hey, you know what you should do? Let me out of my contract, and I'll go to the other company and I'll sabotage it, and then yeah, we'll go from there." If you don't know who I'm talking about, that was Brian Pillman, by the way, that did that. And Eric Bischoff let him out of his contract, and he went over to WWE or WWF, and was doing Brian Pillman stuff, and we won't forget that stuff. No, this is a terrible idea. This is a terrible idea. Like, we're gonna let them go. They're gonna become stars, and then they'll come back to us, and there'll be something bigger. Word. I don't think so. They go somewhere else and then they either stay or they just don't come back. Like, I mean, AJ made that one appearance in TNA, you know, and like, after that, man, look at everybody else who's like made that jump and came back to WWE or they went back to TNA and they were just kind of the same person. Like, no disrespect, TNA's got a solid roster. They're fire ass company, but my problem is that just because you can go home doesn't mean you should always go back home. And to grow, you got to leave sometimes, and we're witnessing it right now with Mercedes. When she left E, she's gotten to. We talked about it last week. She's becoming a bigger brand, And shut up, Lou. Yeah, that or you actually just farted over there and you're smelling your own pew. So knock it off.
Doo-doo.
But Mercedes, Mercedes made herself into a bigger brand, and like, you think she's gonna go back to the E yet? No, she'll go back to the E when she's ready to retire, but she's not going back now. So if she goes back at all, so I don't see it happening that way. Like, it's just not a thing for me. At least I don't think so. That's my thoughts.
All right. Sasha Banks' ass, first off.
She's definitely not, but go ahead.
Fuck you, say it with your chest.
She's definitely not.
There you go. Use your
But go ahead.
Absolutely, it's good for business. You know damn well that
Hit that mute button, baby. You good?
Damn, bro. You know what? I'm gonna keep those comments to myself.
Hey, you smart.
this motherfucker. Absolutely, it's good for business. You know that WWE is funding them somehow with that partnership. That's part of the reason why they can keep going. Don't get me wrong, they have a good roster, but them helping get to the big show, WWE is funding them somehow.
Wow. All right, can I go Twitch?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Look, first of all, this is a terrible idea, flat out. All right, I agree with Cliff. I think, like, number one, you can't survive being TNA's not going to survive being WWE's little talent farm. All right, it's not going to work. They already have that. It's called Evolve.
It's called NXT.
Like, I wasn't even going to get to NXT yet. It's called Evolve, and then guess what? Even before that, it's called WWID, which is at this point probably falling apart. But then it's Evolve, and then they got LFG, and then after that, then it's NXT. They don't need TNA. Like, they don't.
They don't need them, correct? But
They don't need it.
but
But that doesn't help their
monopolization.
company. That does not. But how does that help TNA? How does being a feeder talent farm for WWE help TNA? It doesn't. You don't help your company by helping the people leave it. Yeah, let's go help build my company. Hey, pal, you're young talent. Yeah, you want to go to? Let me help you go to WWE. Like, that just screams insecurity. Like, he's like already throwing in the white towel. Like, nope, I can't compete with the WWE or AEW. Okay, like, no. Just like so.
Like
So what? Is TNA now the tryout camp for WWE? Is that what it is?
No, they're there to get better to come to the WWE.
How does that? But how does that happen if I'm giving you my young talent?
For that, it's another developmental system for the WWE. That's what their treating them is, and that's what it is. And again, somehow, money's got to be involved. TNA just ain't gonna fucking. Literally, TNA is not gonna fucking agree to this if they weren't getting paid.
I don't know about that, brother.
Yeah.
I don't know. Go ahead. My bad. That was my 2 cents on that. Go ahead, Twitch.
So until this starts benefiting TNA, this will literally be the death of TNA. Wholeheartedly. Everybody can say, "Oh, well, the Hardys are now the tag team champions in NXT now." Okay, that's fine, but how long until the Hardys are gone? Like until this really starts benefiting TNA, and you could say, "Oh, well, TNA had our logo displayed all over the arena for certain events now." Okay, that's cool. You get more eyes on your product. You get more eyes on your product of people watching them leave right out the door. Like this is is bad for business. I feel like we saw this with ECW. I feel like we see
There
this
it is.
with lesser companies.
True.
Like this is literally WWE picking your talent without outright picking your talent.
This is the territories all over again, but we're just watching the
Exact.
best.
That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah. So let me. I'm gonna pull up this right here. So it says, to be fair, as a fan, I am more of a TNA fan now than I have been in the past. I pay more attention to it now than I have before, and I went to a TNA show, but some of it is the insane pricing for WWE. So like, here's my thing though. Like Leon Slater, when he leaves TNA to go to WWE, do you think he's coming back to TNA? No, he's not. It's either he goes and he's retiring at the E, or he's going to hit the Indies. And then guess what's going to happen with TNA? They're not picking him back up because the E is essentially going to be like, nah, don't bring him back.
And
Like
then
this is
on
what
top,
it is.
and to piggyback that, TNA don't have the money. Like
To bring
we
him back.
to bring him back. Let's just be for real. Like the wrestlers at the same time, it's still about making money. And as a wrestler, if I go to WWE, who's going to pay me WWE money, if I go somewhere else that has a TV deal, you better go. You better at least match what was giving me before I left. And the only logical place that's going to match him money wise is over there on Turner.
Yep.
What,
So
hap-
he's
what
not
happens
going
if
to,
he happens to
and
jump
he
to
ain't gonna
WWE?
go back to TNA.
What happens if he does jump to the WWE and the writers write him off and put him in catering? Then he's gonna want to go back.
But the point is that this man is literally like, I'm gonna help you get back to TNA with hopes that you're gonna come back to me. I'm telling you this right now, man. Leon Slater leaves, goes to E, he's not coming back. Rebecca Scott leaves, she's not coming back. Like it's simple. Kylan King, when Kylan King comes back on the TNA TV and she makes that jump to NXT and then goes up to roster, she ain't coming back, bro.
You're
Just letting y'all know.
literally drip feeding WWE Joe Hendry right now.
Yeah,
Wholeheartedly.
100%.
And they already did it to like and I know we'll look back and everyone will say, well, you weren't saying anything about Jordan Grace. And like that's facts. Nobody worry, we weren't saying anything about Jordan Grace. We wanted Jordan Grace because we knew Jordan Grace had outgrew TNA at
Yeah.
that point in junction. We already knew that she was bigger than TNA, and it was time for her to go. Either if it wasn't AEW, she needed to go to WWE. But you're right. Joe Henry is basically already signed his contract to WWE. He when I got back to watching NXT weekly, and I started seeing Joe Henry on just being in random segments of him just being his name called, and he shows up just to do that. It was it. He's gone.
That's
Don't worry
literally
about getting another TNA title run, bro. Worry about your NXT title run that's coming up. And that's because that's what's essentially about to happen. This it's not to answer the question. Is it like smart business or self sabotage? Yes, it goes back to when TNA, not TNA. I'm sorry, NWA with Billy Corgan. What I used to say, Billy doing Billy things, shooting himself in the foot. Here comes what you call it, Carlos. Poo 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 poo, shooting himself right in the foot. No, bro, no. I will personally help you get to WWE in hopes that you'll come back even a bigger star. Oh, that's nice.
so we're all in agreement on this. I asked this question with all honesty. How long do you if this continues? How long do you give TNA?
I was gonna ask the same question because you three
Oh,
are on
wholeheartedly.
the same page. You three
I
are on the
mean,
same page. How long you guys giving it?
Yeah.
I'll be fair though. I'll be fair, Anthony. You make a good solid point about WWE putting money into the TNA system to have their guys get more TV time. Like, and I think it goes for a couple more years unless TNA can somehow get a TV deal with another network that's affiliated with WWE. right? And I think that happens. I think that they hold on for another, I mean, TNA's been around for a long time, even with, going through name change of Impact and coming back. So I would still say it hangs and bangs. It's just a lower tier. It's a lower tier show. Not that I want to say that it's not lower tier talent. It's just when you think about the AEW, TNA, and then New Japan, everything else after that. That's how I see the order. And maybe you can be mad at me if you want to. That's fine, but I just think that TNA gets put on the show and I said it last time. I think I talked about it here when I was like, they go on something like Sci-Fi, or they're going to be just a network show that WWE helps get. They just put their talent on there and kind of like swap talent, kind of like treat it like another show, like an NXT versus TNA, kind of like SmackDown versus Raw. It's just gonna be affiliated with WWE, just not like we're gonna have a loose affiliation, but it's just gonna help the brand grow. I think it lasts for a few years. Like we're talking like another 6-7 years before eventually it gets bought up by WWE and then it becomes WWE's TNA.
NXT 2.0.
It's the next level up.
Level
Okay.
2.
What about you, Chaz? How long does this last before TNA gets shut down by WWE?
I don't think it. It's fun. If they would have shut it down, I'd give it another 5 years.
That's about the time frame I figured.
I'd give it another 5 years. If TNA could survive the Dark Ages with Hogan and Bischoff and everything in between, and then come back stronger, under now I can't think of the old boy's name that they fired. Scott D'Amore.
Okay.
Yeah, Scott, under Scott, and then now under Carlos with this partnership. I think, hey, they'll survive. But if WWE ends up shutting them down, and that is the whole, like, I give them 5 years. And that's the only way they go away, is if WWE legitimately pulls the plug on them and be like, yeah, no, it's over.
Buys them and shuts them down.
Yeah. All right. Tell me what the comments, anybody, what people think.
Yeah, so the one right here says, Corey,
You
we
just
call
fucking
it
skip over that one. Fucking
Damn!
ignorant.
Damn!
Wow, that's embarrassing.
We're going to have a conversation once this podcast is over. So,
other than that, really, it's just Rob White. Thank you for the comment. That was his comment that we put up there earlier about being a more TNA fan. I just man, I want good things to happen for TNA. I kind of wanted them to continue to grow on their own, but unfortunately, join up with WWE and then talk about, hey, we want to be a feeder system for the E. It's equivalent to watching OVW and FCW be a feeder system into WWE. Like you're essentially just saying you're developmental, and that's not what TNA is. It's not a developmental system. It is a system that is designed for superstars to continue growing to be superstars. And
Did
unfortunately,
Did the E? Here's my question: Did the E do this to stop them from doing any kind of partnership with Khan?
well, they had the partnership with Khan,
Huh?
but Tony Khan ruined the partnership with AEW. Ruined that partnership with TNA.
Did not know that.
Yeah, well, there was a reason why Kenny was the belt collector. He had the TNA title, he had the Impact title, he had the AAA Mega title, which also is now bought by WWE, and then he had the AEW title, and so he had all these these 4 big titles, and then the partnership kind of fell to pieces, and they didn't they didn't try to keep their partnership going, and so that's what ended up happening. So it is what it is.
All right. Let's go on to topic 2. So,
Red hat on backwards, Fred. Yo. You put that backwards, Fred.
that's gone.
it's gone. All right, look. If John Cena, big match John's final match is against Gunther, like the dirt sheets are saying, is that the right way to end off his career? So, context, rumors are flying. It's been going around about a couple weeks now. It's really starting to be more of an actual thing now, as we got 4 more dates left. But the passing of the torch moment between the eras looks like it's about to be Cena versus Gunther. But is that really the way to end off the GOAT's career? Should his final opponent be more of a somewhat of a flashback to his career, or is this the right way? I'll start. I'll take this one off first. So look, I think it's perfect. I'm gonna be honest. I think uh Gunther fighting Cena, facing Cena, beating him is the right way to go. Cena built his name over overcoming the odds, right? The never quit, never say die. Gunther is the odds, right? And Gunther beating Cena doesn't hurt Cena in the long run. Like when you look back over John's career, you probably won't really even remember his last match. You'll remember the AJ Styles match. You'll remember the Cody match. But you also got to look to the future. Gunther is just coming back after what? He lost to what? He lost to Jay, and then he lost to he lost to Jay. He lost to Punk, and then he's been gone. Right. So what's coming up in January? The Royal Rumble.
Yep.
And so, not to put like any early picks out there, I've never done a early Royal Rumble pick in October, but hey, Gunther might be a shoe-in to win the Rumble. And what a good momentum shift and a good comeback is what? You just beat the GOAT. So I'm for it. I'm for if it is Gunther, I'm fine with that. You can't get Edge, folks. Sorry. Triple H told you can't have him. Like
on this day.
No, right, idiot. Like ugh. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on that one. You guys can fight over it.
I'm not if it is Gunther, I'm not mad about it. The thing that kind of gets me is is Gunther going to be the guy to retire people now? Like he retired Goldberg. If it was John Cena, now it's going to be Cena.
I think the Goldberg. I think you should just erase the Goldberg thing.
Goldberg retired.
It is in the history books.
I just find that. Well, guess what? You know what?
So he's technically one VKM beating God. It's in the history books, man. You can't erase it. Goldberg, I'm sorry, as much as we all want to, you can't erase it. I'm not mad at it. Chat, you're right. If you're looking future wise at your current roster, who is one of the guys that would carry it to the future and benefit this? Gunther, hands down. I don't know if I would put him as my Rumble pick, but different strokes, different folks. The one who gains from this is Gunther. If not Gunther, I would say Braun Breaker, but you already got him on his own path right now. So the only one who could really benefit from this is Gunther.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I look at who's gonna retire John Cena, I want a person that's gonna be there for the long haul of like what WWE has in their future plans. And if Gunther's that guy, I mean Gunther's 38, you know what I mean? Like he's kind of tipping up in that 40 scale as well. So to me, it's kind of like it's a hard sell to me being Gunther, right? Because I want someone that's relatively young that is kind of got that size to him. I think Braun Breaker actually does make the most sense when it comes to this because regardless if you're putting him on his own quest, right, on his own way, having someone like John Cena get beat by Braun Breaker as kind of like saying, hey, this is the future of this industry, that would be a huge feather in the cap, especially with, him being under Seth Rollins. So if you're under the visionary, you know what I mean? Like having him go out there and just show, Seth Rollins can be like, see, this is what I've been talking about. The visionary knows that Braun Breaker is going to be the next big thing, and he just beat the GOAT. And then you start to kind of turn Seth jealous of Braun Breaker, which then turns Braun, starts to turn Braun face. But then you'd have your next guy, your next star for the next 10, 15 years. Which
are you turning
I'm
Braun?
pitching. I'm pitching.
Are you turning Braun babyface to face Seth at Mania? Is that why? Because I feel this. Because I feel like, and let's be in. be fair and then let's put our booking hats on, right? If I'm booking this, right, the guy who beats John Cena needs to be the guy who wins the Rumble.
That's fair.
Like, if you're like really like thinking, really think booking wise, thinking logically, the guy that beats John Cena in DC at the end of the year needs to be the guy winning the Rumble, or who needs to be main eventing WrestleMania in the top championship match. Like that, it's the equivalent of the streak in a sense of beating the streak. You saw what the streak did for Brock and what Brock did after the streak, even though technically Brock really didn't need it. But if you look at the story of events on what Brock was going to, you understand why Brock breaks the streak. Brock does destruction of Cena at SummerSlam, holds the belt forever. Then Roman, if it's Gunther, not to go back to to the Gunther thing, but if it's Gunther just beat what you call it. He did retire Goldberg. So to go back and to play on what you said, he just retired Goldberg. He just retired Cena, and I'm going to win the Rumble. I haven't done that, so I'm going to win the Rumble. I'm going to win the Rumble. I'm going to win the title back, because that's probably Gunther's going to do, is win the title back, because Gunther can't have. Gunther's not interesting without the belt. That's another topic for another day. But yeah, I just feel like if whoever the guy is to beat Cena has to win the Rumble. That this is where we go. Yeah, we're strapping the rocket on you next year.
But see, that's the problem though, is that we're talking next year. I'm thinking that the way that John Cena carried the company for 10 years, that's what you need from the next person. So while Roman Reigns in the Tribal Chief run has been good for like the last 6 years, 7 years, and let's be real, like it has been, right? Cody comes through. He's been a top guy for the next 5, 6 years. You need that guy who's going to be able to transition this company to the next era. And it's going to have to be that person that holds it down for like about the next 10 years and to help develop all the new guys that are coming through. So to me, that's why I look at someone like Gunther. I'm like, yes, Gunther is great at what he does, but he's still almost 40. We need a guy who's relatively younger that is just as badass. And let's be frank, man, like it don't get no more badass than, Ron Breaker. Go, Lou.
Before what you guys just said, I was on the nostalgia of what we're seeing with John Cena, getting all the old rivalries. CM Punk could be a good one for him. They were chanting it at the post presser. Edge.
You can't have Edge.
Why?
He's under contract.
He's not
Under
going
Tony
anywhere.
Khan. He don't work there.
For how long?
Another 5 years.
Right. Like, he signed for a good little time.
He signed a contract extension back in August.
No, he did not.
You
He did.
fucking Google it, fat boy.
I know.
And even, I mean, if Tony let him go,
Fat. Trailer trash.
here's the thing though: if Tony let him go for one match, do you think that E's gonna be like, "Yeah, go ahead, yeah, you and Cena"? Like,
No.
no, it's not gonna happen. And they're gonna be like, "Hey, but you can't lose to Cena." And then Cena's gonna be like, "Well, I mean, like, then what are you doing here? Like, I'm not putting you over, not putting over the rivalry in this whole thing."
I understand that, and I understand that. The other part of me, as we're talking about developmental and who can carry the company, the other person that's taking a rocket ship right now is Ricky Saints. And so I would love to see that match.
That's a big rocket, though.
Yeah.
I'm not mad.
Really big rocket. I understand that. But,
Yeah, I ain't mad at that though.
But
Damn,
I agree with you.
Is
Braun's
he prepared to be in that position, though?
Yeah, cause
yeah,
like
that's
so
tough.
charismatic. Yeah.
You're the guy who retired John Cena. This crowd is going to hate you. So who would I want to see in that position? Now that you say that, you got me thinking, hey, Lou, I ain't gonna front. Let me get Obafemi in that position.
Ooh.
Yo,
Okay.
Oba's the guy who retires John Cena.
Oh man.
That man is young. That man can work. That man is like on fire right now. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, bro. Yeah, I mean, I listen, Gunther. you're a phenomenal worker, but like, just imagine Obafemi coming out and like answering John Cena's last match call.
Bro.
Like, bro. The heat that you're gonna be delivering, right? That here's this man that's coming out, and then you know what you do? Not only does he win the Rumble, right? When he wins at Mania, that's the ultimate rocket ship, right? You have him come out and crush Brock.
I was with you till you said Brock.
No, and I'll tell you why. Because what did Brock Lesnar do to John Cena?
I know.
Now you just no, because you're again. It goes back to what you were saying, right? If you break the streak and then you don't demolish the champion, it kind of deflates what happened with the streak, right? To be the beast incarnate and then you go against the next person and get crushed, dog. It's on point. You win
I
the
would,
Rumble, you win
now that
WrestleMania.
now that you say that, I honestly wouldn't mind seeing Obafemi beat Cena, win the Rumble, go on, win your world title match at Mania, and then take the world title and go right back to NXT and keep it there. Hold that motherfucker hostage.
What?
Yes.
Dude, that's correct.
The only problem I would have with that though is that again, it goes back to there's no champion on our show, and even though he's on NXT, there's no champion on our show. Like,
Well, take that secondary title and fuck right off with it.
dog, I'm telling you right now, Oafemi versus Cena as the last match. Lou, you got like. I'm glad you said Ricky Saints. I understand why you would go that way. It's just when I look at Ricky Saints, and unfortunately, Ricky, I'm sorry, man, but you're just not. You don't got the weight, bro. Like that's a big weight, and the heat,
That
the
yeah.
amount of heat that you're gonna draw with that, like, it's got to be over because he's just a monster, bro. And it
Yeah.
would just be so crazy to see that happen.
Yeah.
Hunter, we want it. Oba
Right.
versus Cena.
Final thoughts on it. Final thoughts on it. Go ahead,
Ricky
Luke.
Saints.
Ricky Saints.
Oba or Gunther at this
Oba,
point.
Gunther.
Yeah, let me get.
I'm here with Oba and Gunther, and I have to go back. As long as they win the Rumble. Because if the person, like I said, if the person who beats Cena doesn't win the Royal Rumble in January, it's all for nothing. Like you just watered down the moment. You watered down like the importance, and like you really took a doo doo on the farewell and retirement tour. It's already listen. Cena
The
turning
script
back
already
babyface has been saved. Okay, him just do like the whole. It's been
But
saved.
but that script's already been written. WrestleMania script has already been written. Fucking CM Punk's gonna win the Rumble and get the championship title as night 2 main event.
I'm just saying this, and I want to put it out there because they never really did anything with it. What if they build all of this hype towards it being Gunther, and then we get to the moment and Cena standing in the ring, and The Rock comes back out and says, "No, you gave me your soul. Your ass is mine."
I mean, there's a possibility of that happening, but also
Sounds gay as
Rock
fuck.
hasn't really said anything.
Rock
like,
needs look. Rock is trying to get an Oscar. He's trying.
I totally know, and I know he said that he
With
wouldn't
that
do
fucking
this
flop.
again. but
He's
I'm
trying
just
to get an
saying.
Oscar.
Not with that flop, he ain't with no Oscar.
Let me tell you something. Those critics
First of
don't
all,
care.
you
About
ain't seen my movie yet.
Stranger things have happened. Is
This-
all
those-
I'm saying.
Those critics don't care about box office. That's just what they don't. Because if they cared about box office, Marvel movies would have been winning Oscars
All day long.
So,
the Avengers did win an Oscar, and so did Black Panther. I mean,
but I'm talking like
The Avenger movies.
you're not getting Best Picture or Best Lead Actor from these green screen movies. That's just not happening. And then the way that Superman filmed, and that Superman actually filmed like actual screens in like an actual sound studio, and of him flying was actual screens around. I was like, geez, this is not acting anymore. This is play pretend. This is play pretend. My man has literally got fans going around, and while he's in his harness, looking at screens, thinking like he's flying. I said, "Get out of here."
Virtual reality video
This
game.
virtual reality. I can go to Arundel Mills and do this for like $50 a pop for an hour.
Chaz
But-
said $50.
$50 like in front of a bunch of screens. But yeah, I like just my final thought. Like I said, it just they got to win the Rumble. They got to win the Rumble. All right, let's go pushing Barry because he's not here.
Boom, push or Barry.
Pushing Barry, we push something in professional wrestling that's something good, that's something we like. Barry, something that we don't like, something that we need to get rid of. All right, I'll start. He did it again. Did it again. Now I think he's doing it on purpose.
He's here.
Oh, what on purpose?
Bro, he's really doing it on purpose.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've been busy up until this moment. Chill out. It ain't
Hey,
that serious.
you know, fuck you, Chaz. Hey, Damien, Chaz been talking nothing but shit about you all show from the from the intro till you got here. He even talked shit as you're in the waiting room. Fuck you, Chaz. Say it with your chest now. Say all that shit with your chest now.
Fuck you,
Whoa.
wrong with you, fat boy.
Talking shit.
I've been nice. I've been on my best behavior this show. I have been.
I just want to say this: how quick you flipped!
Sure did.
So quick to throw this man under the bus, bruh. Like,
Did
hey,
your dog take your last Twinkie or something? Like, what the fuck just happened?
No. This reminds me of that scene in Transformers when they're like, "Don't eat the donuts because if you eat the donuts, I'll eat the donuts." And then Chad's like, "It was him. It was all him. He did it all."
I told you I was gonna do it.
Run the video. Run the video. Just run the video.
It's Damien's Dumb Ass of the Week.
Hey, before we get this thing started, though, I do have to say this though. Yeah. Oh, not. Hey, yo. Hey, you in trouble with Mom, Anthony. not that word of my child. Dang, everybody here too. Yeah, fuck you, Chaz.
That's fine. I get that a lot. I'm always the bad guy. All right, go ahead, Damien. By the way, you didn't. By the way, I just want to let you know you didn't win.
Yeah, neither did you. So, I mean, what's your point? But it was announced on air that I did, so I'm taking that W. So, sorry.
All right, run it for this week. Who's up for this week?
Matt Riddle, of course. Who else? Matt Riddle. Like,
You didn't win.
that's an every week thing. That's like a week by week thing, like going forward. Matthew is always
longer
on that
Jericho?
list. What?
Jericho's not on air.
No longer Jericho.
No, dude. I rather deal with Jericho. I'd rather get an autograph signed picture from Jericho, be called on stage during a Fozzy concert. You know what? I even deal with him coming back to the E. Fuck Matt Riddle. Look, the hatred is real. Yeah, like I'm trying to tell you.
I don't think. I've known you.
I am
for
saving
a very
it-
long time, and I don't think I've even ever heard you sing anything, let
Like,
alone
look.
"Happy Birthday."
Like,
Like,
I'm saying.
I've heard you rap, but that's rapping. Like,
Look.
I've never even heard you sing "La La La La" Elmo's World. Like,
Look, I will
what you
try
mean
my
you will go up
damnedest.
on a Fozzy stage and sing with him?
Look, I will try my damnedest if that means he goes straight to hell talking about Matt.
I will be
Talking about-
demanding a refund at the fucking
All I'm
door.
saying is that I am saving an assault charge for when I meet this man in person. Making sure I
Bruh.
save one aside.
All right, who else on this list?
I don't know who else did something stupid.
Chaz the Don.
Nope.
I
You
just-
tried that.
I think we did that enough last week.
Because we need a definitive winner, I need Chaz versus Damien round 2.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? I need a definitive
real person
winner.
not get
Damien, hey, yo, hold up. I gotta put this up here. Damien isn't wrong. Riddle reminds me of a burnt out crackhead.
He does.
Robbie,
Okay,
you and me are
wait.
gonna have a
Sorry,
conversation
Mom.
about this later.
Love you, Mom.
Sorry.
I'd sing a duet with Jericho before I have to see anything related to Matt Riddle again.
Facts.
Hey,
Facts.
yo.
I'm trying to tell you, he is a horrible person.
I mean, I don't disagree with that.
Look, his mom should have swallowed him when she had a chance. Just saying. Just saying.
So Matt Riddle is the only name up there. Is that?
I
all
think
we're
so.
gonna do?
Like, I don't know if anybody do anything. I don't think anybody did anything egregious enough to be next to Matt Riddle.
Matt
Hey,
Riddle-
you know what? No, hey,
A break.
no. We're not gonna sit here and pretend like ain't nothing happened. Rajah Jackson, please.
Oh yeah.
Welcome
I
back to the
forgot.
match
He
of the week.
pleaded not. He
For
pleaded
pleading
innocent.
not guilty.
Yeah, he did. I forgot about that.
What's the TNA owner's name?
Carlos Silva.
Yeah.
Why don't you put him up there? Since you guys defended that fucking subject so much.
You're right. I absolutely agree. You're right. Let's come up there. I agree.
Literally,
out.
hey.
Time out real fast because every week there's one random person that don't belong in there for some weird reason.
Okay.
Can we put Lou in there? You took the time, Chunky, to go into the comments and type "Sorry, Mama Evans" when you literally could have just said it and saved yourself the energy.
Don't you have another ladder to fall off?
Don't you have a top 10 most wanted to be on, you fucking terrorist?
God dang.
Hey, the next episode of Cops is outside your trailer park waiting to arrest your crackhead.
Hey, look, I got ice on speed dial.
Whoa! Whoa!
Donald Trump is on my side. He likes me.
Whoa!
Hey yo, not the ice button.
Wow, man! I show up.
Congratulations. You probably got your fucking meth off of fucking fucking Mexico's Jalisco fucking God.
Hey, yo,
Hey,
Anthony.
come on now. Go pray to Muhammad and calm down.
Who kicked him? Hey, I did not. Yo, that's all. Like, who kicked you?
Oh well, yeah, no, I forgot about that. Yeah, Cody getting hurt, and them just airing it like it's nothing.
Man,
But that's
I
not.
just
as
gotta
bad.
go back to the fact that Lou, Twitch, I got ice on speed dial. Snitch.
Woo!
He thinks he has ice, but it's the ice his dealer.
It's a.
All right,
Shut
let's get this
Ooh.
segment going. Anyway,
Yo, actually,
Alright,
this
who's
is going
that?
to AEW for putting putting
that's
on
fair.
for airing
Yeah,
Kota
on multiple
Ibushi
time
sooner than
replay.
showing replays. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of fair.
all right, cool.
That is kind of fair.
Matt Riddle, Roger Jackson, Carlos Silva, and AEW.
There you go.
All right, boom. Go vote.
Go vote.
Yeah, I think Matt Riddle. I promise you, you won't like forget it.
Go vote. All right, let's go. Topic 3.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Damien's favorite place.
Uh,
AEW.
All right, I gotta go, Lou. Thanks for taking my spot. You know, it was fun coming up here, giving raising Chaz's blood pressure. You're not raising mine on this Sunday with this bullshit.
So AEW's roster is stacked like the Royal Rumble. MJF, Ospreay, Cope, Okada, Mercedes, and that's just scratching the surface. But with all the talent, is there even space left for the new stars to rise? So let's start this one off here. All right, what you got, Cliff?
Yeah, I mean, as long as all these wrestlers keep getting hurt, they have new places to go. They have new stars to show. Because I just happened to look at the Ibushi injury and I was like, damn, bro, like, that's crazy. Yo, no, it's the place is overcrowded, man. I'm gonna call it like it is. It's overcrowded. They don't have no way to get new talent showing, and even every time that they get new talent to show up, what happens to them? Instant mid of the card, instant mid card. I mean, what's up, Mike, Speedball, like, where's he at?
Oh,
Tag
dude,
division.
I
Everybody
forgot
was
he
talking about
was
how great
signed
he
up.
was. Ricochet, mid. Yo, he's here on a new in a new group. Who's the other one I'm thinking of? Jet. Like, where's he at? Tag division. Like, yeah, they don't have room for these guys, and they want to bring guys to the top of the card, but they can't grow them. So it's a huge issue that there's way too many people on the roster, and you're not able to grow the talent that you want to go. Like Sky Blue, she's in this triangle. You know, she's in the what's it the triangle the whatever the new triangle group, but Tefla just got there. Like, and they're like, oh yeah, she's gonna be the widow. She's an amazing person. Middle of the card in this super group now with Julia Hart. It's like, come on, man. Like, we got no places for these people. Like, we can't develop stories for them and have them at least have like a 4 to 5, 6 month run without them being thrown to the mid card. It's wild to me, man. It's just there's not enough space. There's too much talent at the top of the card, and no one can break through, and it sucks. So I'm just meh.
All right, I'm gonna hurry up and go so I can get this shit over with. It seems like this happens every about like 5 to 10 years, where like one side gets like too many fucking people and don't know what to fucking do with it. Um, well, I already told you, Tony. Give me a call. I'll iron out your fucking roster. I'm not hard to find.
Now you're
I
accepting
will.
jobs from Tony.
Dude, I've been doing this since the inception of the freaking company.
There's a
Well, I
You
was
hit
gonna say
me
you
up,
just
I will
answered.
iron out your roster. I got you.
Why are you yelling?
Pay me a
Say it
lot
with your chest next time, Chaz.
because I'm angry. That face over there at the very top, just want to smack it.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm with Damien on this one. They have too many fucking wrestlers on this roster. They need another show. Oh wait, you have another show, and it sucks too. Yeah, fucking Tony Khan's a fucking moron.
I feel like we've been saying this forever that their roster is too stacked for any one real person to rise above it all and show out. Like, sooner or later, he's going to have to realize that you can't have everybody in your sandbox. Like, sooner or later, that box is going to be full and nobody's going to be able to move it. And we're already seeing it. Like,
This motherfucker's trying to play Pokemon with him, trying to catch them all.
right? Like, not every WWE release needs to come to AEW.
Yeah, or you bring them on and you have them in a feature match, and then you're probably never using them again. Because, like, let's be real. I hope that they utilize Lacey Lane, but let's be fair, it ain't happening. She gonna go get stuck right in the mid card, and that's gonna be about it. Because the top is
I
just
feel like it's just a joke now. Like, somebody gets released from WWE, you automatically see posts of or so and so headed to AEW, so and so headed to AEW. Like, it's too much.
yeah.
It's stupid.
Well, we know how you feel, Damien. Calm down.
No.
It's like Tony was
Wesley
on.
about to be in AEW.
It's like Tony Khan wants wrestlers to feel like you're old. WWE don't want you no more. Wrestling's fun. Come on over here. You can continue to wrestle.
See, this is what happens when you give crackheads money.
Coke.
Coke. It's like, yeah.
Coke. You get it right.
This is. I love that you brought that point up, because remember, like, when Miro first came over, right, or Rusev, whatever you guys want to go by, right? When Miro showed up, they were talking about that he wasn't the same character that he was when he left the E, because they had pretty much WWE had pretty much they said they had pretty much buried him, right? And they were trying to rebuild him back up, but they didn't do anything with Rusev. Like Miro, like was giving you fire, and that whole Redeemer thing was like really starting to be kind of cool, but then like he just didn't like they never utilized it. And when they did bring him back, unfortunately, it was his last match. Also, Andrade's last match in the same match, they just didn't utilize him. They were just like mid card. That's where you get to be, and not even that. Then they were like, "We'll barely put you on the TV," and so that was a problem. And so now looking at it, I'm like, you bring all these guys on. Like I said, you'd have like this fun 3-4 week show, and then what do? Mid card. You can't be bigger than Kenny Omega. Sorry, you
Sometimes
can't be
it's
bigger
not.
than Okada. Sorry.
Sometimes it's not even mid card though. Rusev was the perfect example of that. Miro, whatever you want to call him, literally had what, like 3 solid months, and then boom, never seen on TV again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went through like 3 different angles. Remember, he
Yeah,
was like gamer. He was like the gamer, then the best man, then the redeemer, all within like 4 months.
But
Yeah.
that's what happens. But that's what happens when you have all this money. You don't know shit about wrestling, but you want to partner up with Matt Jackson.
see, I don't think he doesn't know anything about wrestling. I think he just sees all this talent floating around and was like, I want you, I want you, I want you, I want you. We're gonna push you, push you, push you. All of you are off TV.
I will give Tony this, and I know a lot of people are gonna like push back on me, and that's fair, because the amount of wrestlers have come out and said the amount of knowledge that Tony Khan has of pro wrestling, right? About the legacy, like the history of pro wrestling is crazy,
Yeah.
right? Like he can rattle off matches and dates and opponents and where they were and what they did and all that stuff, right? He's really good at it. I just my problem is when it comes to someone sitting and putting up the storyline, Cody was doing it the best. Like he was giving you the stories that you're looking for. He was building up new angles. He was working on the new stuff, and it was just like, no, no, no. We just want to give them wrestling. We don't give them stories. We would joke because Cody's matches were the longest, but they were the best matches on the show, and we were there for the highs and the lows for it. Whereas now, no one's there to tell him, "Hey, man, we need to have some stories brought out long term wise." Right? They're just like, "We're just not gonna give you those things," and I don't understand why. Like, you want to build these guys up, and you want to keep all these great talent, but you're not really utilizing any of this talent for anything. Like, what are you going to give me? The Continental Classic, and then you're going to have these 8 weeks, and then what's going to happen? All those wrestlers are going to go away, and we're not going to see them again. Or you're going to put them in some rando tag team, and you're going to tell us like, well, yeah, the Broditos are like the new best tag team. Sure, we like them, but I want to see Brody King hold the fucking AEW championship. Pardon my language, but I want to see him like holding down some shit, because here's this big ass dude who's what's he doing? He's tagging. Like, I want him
Floating around.
to. Yeah, I want more from these. I want certain talent I want more from, and certain talent I kind of want less of. You know,
Yeah.
You nailed it on the head, Cliff, when you said Cody Rhodes sold it, told it, everything, and he was there from the beginning, and he got all. Look who his dad is. Look who he grew up around. Like, businessman. Like, Dusty knew how to entertain. He knew the business, and now that I think about it, and you can say I'm just a Cody fan, but AEW started going to shit when Kobe jumped.
A little bit before that.
I
I would say
just
a little
like
bit before he left. Sorry.
That's actually a pretty solid take on that.
Like that. The
Cody.
smartest man in the room. Sorry, Cliff. The smartest man in the room jumped.
What's crazy about it too is that when we watch Malachi Black show up to AEW, and
Yes.
he had that matchup with Cody, and he hit him with a black mass,
Yep.
and then got the 3 count. We all were like, "Holy, whoa, what just happened?" Right? And then even Arn Anderson was his manager. He was like, "Ooh, oh," and then like they set up this story that Malachi Black was this dangerous guy, like he's supposed to be, and now like now you don't get that character build up. We don't get these 3 match arcs that are going to build to something to launch them off to the next platform. You're just wasting the talent. Like I get everybody has these ideas for these dream matches and they want these dream matches and those it's great that you're giving us those dream matches, but I also want some stories that's going to build up to those dream matches too. And I'm not talking about uh I'm not talking about like what's the dream pay-per-view that they have with New Japan,
Forbidden Door,
whatever. Yeah, Forbidden Door. I'm not looking for like Dream Quest or whatever other
Wrestle
stupid
Dream.
pay-per-view you're going to come up. Yeah, I'm not looking for that. I just give me a reason to care. Like, I don't know if you guys saw, but it's already been announced that Blood and Guts is going to be in November. I don't care. It's not the reason you have Blood and you don't just announce it. There's a reason you have Blood and Guts. Like, give me the reason why I should care about Blood and Guts. Like, you're going to put together some teams that's randos, and that's what it's going to be. The Elite took a whole year versus Chris Jericho to build up what was going to happen at Blood and Guts. It was a whole year that we saw. Why can't I get that? What happened to the idea of like, hey man, this match matters because this is the end all be all of these two factions. These are the dangerous factions here, and we want them to be the best. What happened to that? Now it's just like, oh hey, by the way, guys, you guys didn't know we're gonna put Blood and Guts on the 22nd. Like, who fucking cares? Who
You didn't.
cares?
You didn't see Hell in a Cell until there was a reason to see Hell in a Cell.
And then you made a stupid pay-per-view out of it, and guess what happened?
It
It
got
sucked.
watered down.
gone.
Yeah.
It sucked, and now it's gone.
Yeah, I'm happy they took it away.
Yeah,
I have breaking news.
Go ahead.
Breaking news coming out of Bound for Glory. Steve Macklin is the new international champion.
Oh, okay.
He won the
Nice.
belt back.
Cool.
What an interesting decision.
I like Steve Macklin.
I like
I'm
Steve
not
Macklin.
against it.
Yeah, I like Steve Macklin too. Like, also the inspiration is still the Knockouts Tag Team Champions.
Oh, that
Cool.
means they're staying. Yay.
That's what I was. Yeah. So yeah, just
I like that.
giving everybody the brief updates so far on Bound for Glory.
what's your thoughts, guys? I know we've all been talking, but we ain't got your thoughts.
I mean, I'm with everybody on this. I think crazy enough, we all agree on this. Like the roster it's overcrowded. It's too many people on the subway at 8 o'clock in the morning in New York City trying to get to work. Type crowded, like that's how crowded it is over there. And I said it during the cold open, but I really do think it needs to happen. But I do think he needs to separate the rosters, do a brand split. I know all very wrestling fan loves brand splits, but I think that's the only way for him to like effectively and efficiently get enough people on, like maximize the amount of people on TV. Like split it. Let Dynamite be your flagship show. That's where the big, like, your heavy hitters are. And let Collision be the proving ground show. Kind of like how SmackDown and Raw was in the beginning. How Raw was where the main story, all the main stories was. And then SmackDown was where the younger stars come on, who are on the up and comings. Like, it gives the younger talent consistent time to work on stuff and the consistent time on TV. And it lets the veterans get on there too. Lets them have their shows, and it lets the show breathe. Like they need structure. They just need structure, and that's really pretty much combined what everybody has said. Is just it's too much. It's too many people, and my fix is to split them up. You already got boom. There's a Dynamite roster, Collision roster, and then you already got Ring of Honor as your NXT. So the Ring of Honor people fluctuate whether when you need them, when you don't need them. But man, yeah, it's too many. It's too many heads. It's just like the E right after they bought WCW, and what you call it in the 2000s. Why?
Yeah.
That's which led to what? The initial brand split.
If you're not I agree with you. If you're not willing to do the brand split, then it's time to start releasing some people.
Yeah, man, save you some money.
Yeah.
Man,
We
I
got
hate to agree. I hate to agree with you, Chaz. So I'm not.
I agree with you, Chaz. I think a brand split needs to come, but then like my other problem is that you're gonna have all like the big stars right on your flagship show, stuff like on Dynamite, right? You have all these big stars, no one's gonna want to watch Collision if Kenny Omega is only wrestling on Dynamite. You know what I mean? So you kind of have to split those big. You have to get those big stars moved to help build up all the rest of that talent. Like put Okada on Collision, right? So that way people are, I want to see him, or Briscoe on Collision, right? So that he gets a chance to grow too, and then like that way everybody gets to work. But the,
I
also
think
my biggest problem with TNA is you for so long told us about how great the tag team division was going to be, and it hasn't been that for years. And it's year 7. I stood here and I was I will be fair. Year 1, I was like, hey man, this is their rookie year. Let's at least give them a couple years. Year 2, I was like, yo, this is now smooth the years. Let's get into year 3. Year 3, yo, we're in year 7. And I'm still looking at it. You still have the same roster problems and the same storytelling problems. You're not changing. And the problem is you're making it worse by adding more stars, more stars, right? Bobby Lashley, there's no reason why Bobby Lashley should be just kind of floundering around your show. You have a legitimate, like, bona fide megastar in your hands, and you're just kind of like, nah, we'll stick him here. That's fine. We'll focus on MJF. We're gonna build him up. Cool, build him up. But then the problem is that then you're not giving me anything else to like help these other guys that are coming along. Like, what are we doing? What again? I just go back to like, can we put a plan in place for everybody? At least the one problem I have with the E is that we're gonna run through like the roster and we get all the matches we want, and then they have to switch everything up. But at least there's a fucking plan for all of those guys, right?
Yeah.
You know where 7 or 8 of those guys are gonna go. You're gonna see the stories that play out, and we're gonna watch them. We don't get that with AEW. It's like, hey man, Nick, Matt, who do you want to wrestle today? Oh man, we want to wrestle. Well, Max Caster and Anthony Bowens aren't really doing anything. Let's just throw them together. We'll just call it like a one night thing, and we'll just wrestle the Acclaim.
I agree with Cliff on this, and here's the thing: everybody wanted to go to AEW because they wanted to have their own creativity powers in this, and they're seeing that their creative minds weren't what the WWE has, and so all these everybody coming on and overcrowding the damn roster, their ratings are showing right now because it's shit. Your whole 7 fans are starting to quit on you.
I look at it, man. I love MXM. Let's utilize them. Put them something. Give me something with them. I know you just had the trios match with LFI, but like, I love the fact that Johnny TV is with them, right? I think that trio is going to run really well together. I think it's a lot of fun to see them work, but it's like we need more of seeing consistency of these guys because we're not getting it. And if you're not getting it, you can't invest in them. If you can't invest in them, no one else is going to invest in them. So
So
figure it out, Tony. That's my only thing for you.
here's my question for you. As we're talking this whole, let's do the brand split. But how's it going to be successful? How are you gonna draw a crowd? How are you gonna lift your fucking dirt garbage ratings right now or viewership right now without a good creative team? And you don't have that. And so this is what we're stuck with.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. At that point, I mean, at that point, yeah, it does fall down to creative. But I mean, you keep the champion. I mean, the champions go both ways. They go in both shows. How kind of like how they WWE did it in the beginning. You know, you had the undisputed champion. He bounced on both shows. I think you do the same way with the championships. You have them bounce on both shows, whether it's Dynamite or Collision. You know, on a case by case basis. Let's just say, hey, Okada's is on Collision and he's in a program with Hangman Page, and Hangman Page is the international champion. I'm just putting random belts and names and stuff. Boom, Hangman Page will be on Collision, working that program, but he'll still, he can still be on Dynamite if need be. Like, oh yeah, let's have the world champion on Dynamite talking about on Collision. He doesn't necessarily have to wrestle, but he can still cut a promo and still promote like, yeah, such and such on Collision this week. Something I'm going to face this and so it can work.
The problem though is that you're gonna have like when you split the brand up, you have to have two champions, and that's the last thing that AEW needs is more belts.
Right.
Like,
Uh,
where's the trios championship at? You know what I mean? Like you have all these championships, and you're talking about bringing in a women's tag division. Dog, you don't even have the women on the show half the time.
Why
What
are
are
you
we
going to bring a
talking
women's
about?
tag division in when your men's tag division sucks?
because they need shiny new belts
Yeah.
every year.
The I popped, and I was such a big fan of the AEW when it started, and
Oh, we know.
when they
Yeah.
all right, when they brought out
Any real fan knows. We know.
and
Fuck them from the
fuck you,
beginning.
um, and when they brought out the trios title, the division and the titles, I was such a big fan of it. And we're here, what, 4 years later, and it's doo doo. It's doo doo. It goes back to creative. Can you guys name me the WWE creative team?
No.
Road Dog. That's the other person I know.
I know that guy, that one white guy who I think he was from Disney. I know
That's
he,
crazy.
I just know him because he's the guy from Unreal and he's got the punchable face. You know who I'm talking about. He's
You
the
mean
one that
Janelle?
came up with your favorite idea for the Rumble.
Yeah,
That
damn
guy.
right you did, and I'm with that guy. That guy is lit. For those who don't know, I'll go ahead and just tell it. His idea was that the
You
last
don't have to bring it up. Go
no, no,
back and
no,
watch that episode. You
no.
said
I
this
want to talk
idea
about it right
right.
here. For those
Oh
who don't know.
my god.
In the women's rumble, there'll be 3 women left, and number 30 hasn't come out yet. So numbers, we'll just say 22 and 26, throw each other over the top rope, with number 30 being Chelsea Green. And she wins the rumble because she just slides in. And I'm here for it. That was a great angle, and I wish they would have taken it. Because I know how mad everybody else here would have been if it was just that.
Oh, I would have been fine with it. It wouldn't have hurt my feelings.
I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have enjoyed that, but
I would have
still.
been like this. What the fuck? That would have been me. I ain't gonna front. And I would just start laughing.
That would have been great. As much
I would
as
have been like, bro, I would have never seen that coming. I was like, that is so good.
so, Triple H oversees it all. Perfect. SmackDown lead writers are Road Dogg and John Switatka, and Raw.
John who?
Man,
Wait,
I'm
what's
sitting
that?
bound for glory talking to you fools. Like, come on, man, hurry up, wrap this shit up.
Damn, so you trying to show up late and then rush us through this?
Yeah, I am. I almost called you the N word.
Do it.
I wish you
I bet
would.
you won't do it. I bet you won't do it.
Nigga, we need to hurry
Oh.
the fuck up. I want to go and watch my fucking show. All right. I said
Now,
He's white as fuck.
it.
He's
So
a
what? I don't care how light he is.
Hey, at the end of the day,
Anyway,
this is what we want.
anyways,
Tony, what we want from you is we just want you to put on a better product and get yourself a creative team. I don't care who the writers are. We just want a creative team that's going to help designate. And we don't need EVPs being involved with the creative team. It just should just be the creative team handling
Right.
creative business.
And-
That's all we're going to say.
if,
Moving on.
if you're gonna do the branch, if you're gonna do the brand split, have different creators. Don't have the same creators.
That's fair.
and this
Yeah,
whole
I
show,
don't-
ladies
I
and
don't care
gentlemen,
what
is
you
why
have.
we have a
Just
disclaimer.
stay in business so people can get paid. I don't care what the hell you do.
I feel like there was like
Don't go out of business. That's all I ask.
yeah, thank you.
I figured that. Yeah, I seen it. And I was like, let's go there because I'm wrapping
Yeah.
this up.
Yeah, so Tony Khan isn't looking for a long term with his talent. It seems so impulsive. He seems to have good intentions, but it just doesn't know how to manage things the way he wants to. He needs someone else to book things for him and make things make sense over the long term. So, Tony is a mark. He will be 100. But also, to be fair too, this was a question you had asked about. We talked about the roster being too tough. Willow would be the exception to that rule. Like, she came in, she worked the program, she just managed to stay on top. I think it's just because Willow she's very likable, and she works hard and she just enjoys what she does. So, she doesn't seem to be floundering around. They have a story for her, all it seems. But also, I want her to have a title run, like, eventually.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. We got everybody's final thoughts. And yeah, shout out to everybody.
Dumbass.
Oh, yes. Who won Dumbass? Let's see here.
Was it Damien?
No, it was not. Carlos Silva won.
Really?
Fair.
Dang.
Huh. Interesting.
Carlos Silva, you are the Dumbass of the week. Haha. Don't talk about giving your talent to the other company, and you probably won't win. Anyway, thank you for checking out this week's episode.
Just changed to 50-50.
You just voted?
I 100% did.
Refresh.
You heard it here first.
Oh, wait, it won't refresh. It still says 100.
Oh, that's fine. It says on mine it's 50-50 because Raja Jackson got my vote.
Oh, man. But yeah, shout out to all of you for watching. Thank you for checking out the podcast. Thank you for watching this live. For all my audio podcast listeners who are checking this out on Tuesday, thank you for your support. Give us that 5-star frog splash review right off the top of the Apple logo. Thank you. Give us a like on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, anywhere it's podcasts, we're on there. So definitely give us a like, comment on the video. It definitely helps push the show out and push it up on the ranking. So definitely do that. We'll see you next week for another episode. And yeah, peace out. Dumbasses have been called out. The temps have been checked. This has been Chaz and Friends.
Fucking show.
Why the hell so
Why are
loud?
you yelling?
What is your problem?
Hey, thanks for checking out this episode of the 3 Count Podcast. If you like this and you want more 3 Count Podcasts, go on over to our YouTube page, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button so you never miss when we put out a video. Also, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, all things social media, 3 Count Pod, _ X, 3 Count Pod, everything else. Also, make sure you buy our merch at foryourwear.com and prowrestlingtees.com. Also, you know what? Just watch another video right now. Like, right now, I'm going to walk away and you're going to play another video. Now.